Power is everywhere, in workplaces, friendships, politics, and even families. Every conversation, every decision, every relationship involves some form of power dynamics. Yet most of us navigate these waters blindly, becoming victims of manipulation without even realizing it. Today we are diving deep into Robert Greene's masterpiece, The 48 Laws of Power, not to become manipulators ourselves, but to understand how power truly works so we are never manipulated again. This isn't about becoming evil or ruthless, it's about protection. It's about understanding the game that's already being played around you every single day. By the end of this summary, you'll have a complete understanding of all 48 laws and how to use this knowledge ethically to protect yourself and navigate society with wisdom. So, what exactly is power? Power is the ability to influence outcomes and people. It's not about shouting the loudest or being the most aggressive. True power is subtle, strategic, and often invisible. Power grows through awareness, restraint, and strategy, not through force or desperation. Think about the most powerful people you know. They rarely need to announce their power because it speaks for itself through their actions, their presence, and their ability to make things happen. Power is like water. It flows where there's space, adapts to its container, and can be gentle or devastating depending on how it's channeled. Let's begin with the foundational laws, numbers 1 through 8, which form the bedrock of understanding power dynamics. Law 1 states, never outshine the master. This doesn't mean you should dim your light, but rather understand that making your superior, mentor, or superior feel threatened will backfire spectacularly. Smart people make others feel brilliant while quietly building their own influence. When you make a superior look good, they become invested in your success. Law 2 teaches us to never put too much trust in friends but learn how to use enemies. Friends can betray you out of envy, but a former enemy who becomes an ally has more to prove. This isn't about being paranoid, but about understanding human nature and managing relationships strategically. Law 3 emphasizes concealing your intentions. Those who reveal their plans lose their advantage before they even begin. Keep your cards close to your chest. Let people guess what you're thinking while you observe their reactions and adjust accordingly. Law 4 is simple yet profound. Always say less than necessary. When you speak less, you appear more mysterious and powerful. Every word you don't say is a word that can't be used against you. Silence makes people uncomfortable, and in the discomfort, they often reveal more than they intended. Law 5 teaches us to guard our reputation with our lives. Your reputation is your most valuable asset. It takes years to build and seconds to destroy. Everything you do should consider its impact on how others perceive you. A damaged reputation limits your options and weakens your position in every future interaction. Law 6 states, court attention at all costs. In a world full of noise, being ignored is the worst fate. But this doesn't mean being loud or obnoxious. It means being memorable, valuable, and impossible to ignore. Create an image that stands out for the right reasons. Law 7 advises, get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. This sounds harsh, but it's about understanding that leadership often means orchestrating success rather than doing everything yourself. The key is to ensure that those who help you also benefit from the arrangement.
Law 8 warns us to make other people come to you. Don't chase opportunities of people desperately. Instead, create value and let others seek you out. When you're the one being pursued, you hold the power in the negotiation. Moving to laws 9 through 16, we enter the realm of strategy and control. Law 9 teaches, win through your actions, never through arguments. Arguments create enemies and rarely change minds. Demonstrating your point through results is far more powerful than trying to convince someone with words. Actions speak louder than arguments ever could. Law 10 states, infection, avoid the unhappy and unlucky. This isn't about being heartless, but about protecting your energy and mindset. Negativity is contagious, and associating with consistently negative people will drain your power and limit your potential. Law 11 emphasizes, learn to keep people dependent on you. This doesn't mean creating unhealthy dependencies, but rather becoming so valuable that others naturally want to maintain their relationship with you. Be the person others turn to for solutions, advice, or opportunities. Law 12 advises using selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. Small acts of kindness and honesty can lower people's defenses, making them more receptive to your influence. This isn't manipulation if your intentions are good and mutually beneficial. Law 13 teaches, when asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. People are motivated by what benefits them. Frame your request in terms of how helping you will help them achieve their own goals. Law 14 states, pose as a friend, work as a spy. This means being genuinely interested in others while staying alert to useful information. Good listeners often learn more than good talkers, and information is power. Law 15 warns, crush your enemy totally. If someone is truly working against you, half measures often backfire. Either resolve the conflict completely or avoid confrontation altogether. Wounded enemies are dangerous enemies. Law 16 teaches the strategic use of absence to increase respect and honor. Sometimes, stepping back makes people appreciate your value more than constantly being present. Scarcity increases perceived value. Laws 17 through 24 focus on the psychology of influence. Law 17 advises, keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Predictability makes you easy to manipulate. When people can't predict your reactions, they treat you with more caution and respect. Law 18 warns, do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Complete isolation cuts you off from information and opportunities. Stay connected while maintaining appropriate boundaries. Law 19 teaches, know who you're dealing with, do not offend the wrong person. Understanding people's personalities, motivations, and limits prevents unnecessary conflicts and helps you navigate relationships more effectively. Law 20 states, do not commit to anyone. Maintaining your independence gives you more options and prevents others from taking you for granted. Commitment should be strategic, not automatic. Law 21 advises, play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. Sometimes, appearing less capable than you are gives you an advantage because people underestimate you and reveal more than they should. Law 22 emphasizes using the surrender tactic, transform weakness into power. Sometimes, strategic retreat or apparent surrender can position you for a stronger comeback. Flexibility often beats rigid resistance.
Law 23 teaches, concentrate your forces. Focus your energy and resources rather than spreading them too thin. Concentrated effort often achieves more than scattered attempts. Law 24 states, play the perfect courtier. Understanding social dynamics and adapting your behavior to different situations increases your influence and reduces friction in relationships. Laws 25 through 32 deal with self-mastery. Law 25 teaches, recreate yourself. Don't let others define you or trap you in outdated versions of yourself. Continuously evolve and present the image that serves your current goals. Law 26 advises, keep your hands clean. Maintain your reputation by avoiding direct involvement in controversial or questionable activities. Use others to handle the dirty work while you remain above reproach. Law 27 focuses on, play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. People want to believe in something greater than themselves. Providing that vision can create powerful loyalty. Law 28 states, enter action with boldness. Hesitation and timidity often create more problems than bold action. Confidence is attractive and persuasive. Law 29 teaches, plan all the way to the end. Think through the consequences of your actions and have contingency plans. Short-term thinking often leads to long-term problems. Law 30 advises, make your accomplishments seem effortless. When you make difficult things look easy, people are more impressed and less likely to challenge you. Law 31 emphasizes, control the options, get others to play with the cards you deal. Frame choices so that all available options benefit you in some way. Law 32 teaches, play to people's fantasies. Understanding what people want to believe and helping them feel those fantasies can be incredibly powerful. Laws 33 through 40 focus on reading people and mastering timing. Law 33 states, discover each person's thumbscrew. Everyone has weaknesses, fears, or desires that motivate them. Understanding these gives you insights into how to work with them effectively. Law 34 advises, be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. How you carry yourself influences how others treat you. Self-respect commands respect from others. Law 35 teaches, master the art of timing. Knowing when to act and when to wait is often more important than what you do. Timing can make the difference between success and failure. Law 36 warns, disdain things you cannot have.
ignoring them is the best revenge. Don't waste energy on things beyond your control. Focus on what you can influence. Law 37 emphasizes create compelling spectacles. Visual impact and memorable experiences often influence people more than logical arguments. Law 38 states, think as you like but behave like others. Don't alienate people unnecessarily by flaunting unconventional views. Save your energy for battles that matter. Law 39 teaches, stir up waters to catch fish. Sometimes, creating controlled chaos reveals opportunities or information that wouldn't surface in calm conditions. Law 40 advises, despise the free lunch. Things that seem free often come with hidden costs. Paying your way maintains your independence and dignity. The final laws 41 through 48 represent the ultimate lessons of power. Law 41 states, avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. Creating your own path is often more effective than trying to replace someone legendary.
Law 42 teaches, strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. Identifying and addressing the real source of problems is more effective than dealing with symptoms. Law 43 emphasizes, work on the hearts and minds of others. Emotional connection often influences people more than logical arguments. Law 44 advises, disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Reflecting people's behavior back to them can be more powerful than direct confrontation. Law 45 teaches, preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. People resist dramatic change, but accept gradual transformation. Law 46 states, never appear too perfect. Flaws make you human and relatable. Perfection creates envy and suspicion. Law 47 warns, do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop. Knowing when you've achieved enough prevents overreach that can destroy your gains. Law 48, the final law, teaches assume formlessness. Stay adaptable and flexible. Rigid structures break under pressure, but flexible ones bend and survive. Now, how do we apply this knowledge ethically? Understanding these laws isn't about becoming manipulative. It's about protection and wisdom. When you understand how power works, you can recognize when someone is trying to manipulate you. You can maintain your dignity in difficult situations. You can navigate workplace politics without compromising your values. The key is using this knowledge for defense, not offense. Protect yourself from manipulation. Build genuine relationships based on mutual benefit. Create value for others while advancing your own legitimate goals. Use your influence to help others succeed alongside you. Remember, people lose power when they act emotionally, reveal too much, or desperately seek validation. Self-control is the core of all power. When you master yourself, you are less likely to be controlled by others. Understanding power keeps you free. It helps you recognize the games being played around you and choose whether to participate on your own terms. This knowledge is your shield against manipulation and your compass for navigating complex social and professional relationships. The 48 laws aren't rules to follow blindly. They are insights into human nature that help you understand the world as it really is, not as we wish it were. Use this understanding wisely, ethically, and always in service of creating a better life for yourself and those around you.